Hello everyone, Akinoff here. Last time, well, we're playing Tales of Phantasia. Last time, we met some Sylphs, and we stuffed it up. We got wrecked by a bunch of magic and almost got entirely defeated. But it's okay, we're still able to go and heal ourselves. So for now, we're going to be running away from this area. And get into a fight with two harpies, but that's okay. Because Lightning Tiger Blade, not with this blade, is super effective against them. And if we trap them in here, we can easily dismember them with stabbing moves. I have missed a priority in this whole thing. And that is that there is something that we need to do. And that's go north to this town. For reasons. There'll be a point where we won't be able to do this anymore, you know. That's coming up fairly soon. I'm not gonna spoil why, but you can probably guess. He says welcome, we can... This is where we bought the pickaxe and the rope. We don't need any more. We don't use up pickaxes, so we only needed one really. Yeah, that's about all that's there. But there are some other things that we want to look into. We want to talk to the residents, of course. What you gotta say? I guess since they're gods, yeah. Depends who your gods are, whether they care about prayer or not. And here's a denizen of the wonderful world of flavors. Yeah, let's see what he has. I can now make French toast. And I can actually cook French toast, I think. Yeah, I can, because it's the lighter white. She can't cook it because she's dead. Or unconscious. And that's 20 HP. Or is that 20% of HP? And cured poison. No longer have the ingredients for French toast, but that's okay. We want to go to the inn and rest here. Get everyone back up to full stats. If you want to grind in this game, it's easy. You make more than enough money off enemies to go back to the inn and rest. Any inn around the area you're in. And up here we have what looks to be a temple. Hamal Temple. Let's see what everyone has to say. Okay. Who are your gods? A woman by the name of Scarlet lived in this town until recently? Ah. Okay. Well, that's something. Full of wrath, huh? Okay. Yeah, okay. That sounds interesting. Maybe possible, for all we know. Oh. Demetil. Huh. Ah. Right. Probably something bad's gonna happen. Alright, and these same statues that look very warrior woman-like. Okay. Moved here a few years ago. I haven't even started my timer. Jeez. Okay, I think you have some... Your text doesn't really match up with your god imagery. Okay, anyway, that's just one of the things here. What's left is a child to talk to. Tells you everyone's in the temple praying to the gods. And we have a weapon shop. This is our main destination here. At least my main. We want to buy the Woland sword. And when you see this is what we've got. The coil Shimmer there. For the Woland sword is 50 slash and 50 thrust. It's a hell of a lot better. We could get the Crescent Axe, which is a lot better slashing weapon, but it has no thrust potential. So we're going to get the Woland sword. That's all we're getting here. We're going to equip it to Cress. And you see that 75 on both slash and thrust. We lose that 25 accuracy, but we're still over 100. We're still good. Now I'm going to sell a few weapons that we don't need, such as... We don't need a cloak. We don't need a rod. We don't need that saber. We don't need those capes. We don't need a leather helm. Don't think we need a leather cape or a round shield. We might want this little blue ribbon. It's a nice enough thing. And we don't need this anymore, so we get 1300 gold back, which is quite nice. Down here is an armor shop in case you need some armor. I don't think there's anything that I actually want from them. Nope. Alright, I want to grab 2 of these. So I can equip them. So these guys have a little bit of defense. Yeah, that's all. Anyway, we're going to head back to where we were before. I'll see you there. Okay, so we're back here in the does it tell us where we are? No, it doesn't. We're in the Lone Valley, I believe it's called, or something like that. And we want to go north. There's a save point here, so we'll save. Right. Okay, and we've saved, so that's sweet. And we want to go on. That's the physical manifestation of madness. Yeah, that's not something we want to see every day, is it? Oh, spring forth from the insanity of those spirits. And there's some of those spirits. There are only actually 2 battles with the Sylph spirits that you can get into. And we'll get into the other ones soon in this episode. We can't get to those ones there. There's no reason for us to go that way. I can't remember if there's anything down here. But now you get to see how much more powerful this sword is. Once I actually get it to work. And I am going to do something a little different. Lightning Tiger Blade is incredibly effective against harpies. Actually, it's just incredibly effective in general. You know how I probably was talking about how Swallow Kick's your first decent art or technique? This is your first really good one. Yeah, we do. Do we want to go in here? Yeah, this cave. I'll actually show off what's around here. We can get into another fight of a harpy, which will end very quickly. Not strategy. Formation. Anyway, I really don't know what there is to talk about anymore about this game. The fact that I want to get arts up as quickly as possible to maximum potential so that when we find their combinations that we can use them. That's one thing I want. I probably want to get through this dungeon area fairly quick. There's probably a chest down here. Yep. This is an apple gel. Yep. So there's a fair lot for us to do. I'm trying to think if there's anything that's interesting topics just to talk about. Haven't really thought of anything. I played a couple of demos recently. You know, these are the bridges that we're supposed to go across to find Sylph, but Sylph's not here. Maybe it's because of the miasma? Okay. I played the demos for Project Cross Zone 2 and Legend of Legacy. And like the thing about like Project Cross Zone 2 is all the trailers and stuff that I've seen gave me the complete wrong impression, and we can't get out through this way, so we have to go through the other cave entrance. But all the trailers gave me this impression that it's a sort of weird fighting game. It's actually a tactics RPG. And here are some harpies for us to kill. Yeah, so and Legacy or whatever it is, whatever it's actually called. Huh. Oh no, poison. I hate it when they poison you. Oh, that was a waste of time, getting poisoned by a harpy. Anyway, it's actually a tactics RPG with certain mechanics that allow you to, well, certain a different way of attacking than normal. You actually are quite involved in the attacking, and there's juggling and stuff involved. They get you more money or power in the fight. Anyway, we want to use a Phantasia bottle. And if we go up here, there's some Sylphs there, but if we try to get to them, we can't. So, we can save here. I'll save every opportunity I get. Because, what's coming up can get you killed quite easily if you screw it up. And here's this, and what do? We attach a rope to it. Now, in here, there's pickaxeable walls, and there's an item that's no use to us to pick up. But, you know what? There's some ghasts here, so I'm going to do something. I don't know if I've probably shown this before, but I'm going to use a magic lens because we have 15 of them. And they're cheap and easy to get. Ghasts, weak to light, 260 HP. These ghasts behave a little differently, as you can see. They sink into the ground, and they can get past you that way if you let them. It's really actually very bad. And I don't want to use Lightning Tiger Blade to start with because I might have gotten behind them, and that's just messy. I mean, I can get behind them and fight them. I just have to use Lightning Tiger Blade again to get over. Going down to the preceding way, if we break this, there's a treasure chest with a magic lens in it, which we just so we've got 15 again. There's some harpies. I'm just going to kill these quickly. See how quick I can kill things now with Chris? And Chris, you're going to soon learn that Chris isn't our main damager. As much as he may wish he was, or we may wish he was. Chris's role is a very simple one in this game, is to keep the enemies off your other characters. See that? Absolutely wrecked the enemies. And here I am using Lightning Tiger Blade because I want to get this experience up. But it's still Lightning Tiger Blade costs 8 TP, so it's going to be slow going to get it 100%. 100 uses, that's 800 TP. Crest doesn't even have 1,000 yet. And we want to go up to these. I can't hear it. Help! Help! And these are the Sylphs. So first thing we're going to do, change our formation so that Crest is in the front. We're going to have claws, use a magic lens on Sylph 2, and you'll realise why we got wrecked last time. These are the real threats. You see that 6000 TP? That means they can cast indiscriminately. They don't have a lot of HP, but if you don't take them out, you're going to get wrecked. And I'm going to have claws use a magic lens on the other ones so that you can see how strong they are, since these are basically boss enemies. They've got 100 HP with 20 TP, so they might be able to cast, but they'll only be able to like cast once. We want to take these out as quickly as possible. We'll get hit, but it's okay, because I want to use Lightning Tiger Blade. Now that went a hell of a lot smoother than the other fight, didn't it? And we get a Ruin Bottle from it, just like we got the 2 from that particular fight. Anyway, Mint levels up, it's all good. And that clears out some wind. That's the only other fight we'll have against the Sylphs. What we want to do now is go down here. Simply because there's stuff for us here. A kite shield, which we will sell, and an amber cloak, which we will equip to claws. Because he's just wearing a cloak right now, so that's a little extra evasion in the fence. We can't get past the other Sylphs, so we're going to have to cut off the miasma somehow. Okay, this is going a little too far in that direction, so I'm gonna run away from this fight, despite the fact that fighting these fights actually makes you a lot of money in the long run. Like, it's 300 a fight, so I'm already at 4,000 gold again. But we want to go up here. And we just got hurt by what looks to be miasma. And there's something there. I'll take these guys out. If you get at the right distance, hopefully thing survives long enough. And that's when you run. Ghasts can be quite annoying if you let them get behind you, as you see. If you're not careful, they can be quite a big threat. But if you're able to take them out fairly quickly, you see that there? That's where the miasma is coming from. So we need to steal that. And what do we have here? A breakable wall. This is good. I think we can move that boulder. If we plug the hole with it, then miasma will stop. Nothing else in here, just this boulder. What we want to do is drag it along by pressing A, then drag it along again until we get to that hole. And we get into a fight. More ghasts. This is why I prefer to do this than the Lightning Tiger Blade. But against a single enemy, it's much better than it is against multiple enemies in this situation. In other situations, it's great against multiple enemies, but not this particular one. And we're running the clock a fair bit, so there, we've blocked the miasma. Isn't that great? But I'm going to tell you a secret. There's more miasma. They're still blowing away. I have to kill harpies. God dang it. I'm sort of considering that I should probably use a holy bottle or something for what's coming up, just so we can get through the area quickly. Yeah, I'm probably going to do that. But before we actually finish off the area that's coming up, I want to show you something. We can put a rope here, and we get treated to this place. Oh, demonium. And demons roam free. Whew. Yikes. And that's what a demon looks like. Although when I first saw it, I was like, is that Chester? No, that's not. Okay, so how should I do this? Yeah, we'll just wander in here, we'll save here. We'll save. Because this place is quite dangerous due to the demons. You can't actually kill the demons yet. Or any variation of them yet. If we go over here, there's a boulder. We want we don't want to take it down here, we want to take it down around the other way. Alright. A Hellmaster. If we go item, if we have claws, use a magic lens on this guy. He's tough. He's got 4,000 HP. And what happens if I attack him? If I hit him? Nothing. So we're gonna run as fast as we can. We're gonna get the heck out of here. Because he'll also cast a big spell if you let him. Are we okay? Yeah, we're mostly okay. We want to drag this boulder down this way, I think. Is it? Can't remember. But there's fights in here with ghasts and stuff, so yeah, that's unpleasant. And a waste of time. So I'm going to grab a holy bottle, throw it up, so that we don't have to fight so many enemies. Alright. Then I'll probably take a little bit of a gap between that and my actual sealing off this area's miasma, because I still want to do. Oh no, I'll seal off the miasma and then I'll probably do some more training, just a little bit, so that we have some extra money and some extra stats and all that. And here's an enemy. We can take on some ghast right now, it's not that big a deal. And there I go, using moves wastefully as usual. If I had like a that's one of them sealed. There's another hole in this dungeon that you need to seal. And it's this way. We're gonna run from these particular ghasts, because I'm not trying to get into too many fights at the moment. And there's a boulder here. We want to push it to about there, push it across and break this. Just so we have enough room to get by, and we want to pull it up here. There's a chest here, and this has emerald ring. If I go to equip that, I'm going to equip it to crest over the protect ring. It reduces TP consumption by 1/3. This is very good, especially when you want to get Cress's skills up. This allows you to actually be like, okay, I'll spam the skill. Like right now, Demon Fang only costs 1 TP. Now the miasma is lifted. I don't think there's any other treasures in here. No, there's not. We can go up here, we can save here, because it's gone. And we can proceed a little. This so far may be running a little long. If it runs too long, I'll cut out some of the fights. Simple as that. Like, you've seen me fight the same enemies again and again. If we come up here now, the Sylphs are gone. So we can get a ruin bottle. We now have 4 of those. I want to sort these by type. Yeah, I probably want to use the ruin bottle on that and the question mark rod. There's a whole bunch of stuff that I could use it on. I kind of have to look closely to tell. Like, I think I can use it on the protect ring, but we want to find out what the question mark rod is. It's just a rod. That's the one risk with doing a question mark item. It may just be an ordinary thing. But with the savory, we do want to use it on the savory, so we get red savory, which is 10% of max TP. Much better than what we were getting. Much better than the 5%. And ruin bottles don't have many other uses, so you may as well use them for that. Anyway, coming down. Okay, that should take care of the miasma streaming into our world. Yep, claws. Yeah, let's go meet Sylph. Find her across the rope bridge that lies further on. Okay. But firstly there's this chest. It's a charm bottle. Charm bottles, you know, make things cheaper at stores. I haven't used one yet because I haven't felt the need to. And here are some harpies. That lightning tiger blade probably cost like 6 or something TP. But I was low on TP to begin with. Well, that's one more fight out of the way. Anyway, we don't want to go into there, but that's just... We can now go into that cave entrance if we want to. There's nothing for us there. Now let's go across the bridges and meet Sylph again. Well, for the first time. So, it's Sylph. Yep, we are. Right, Claus is spouting his nonsense about commands, and I have no idea what he's talking about. Okay. You've never done this before, Claus, you don't know. Okay. Okay, what do we have to do? Okay. Oh, magic is fading. That's not good. That's never good. That sounds terrible. Yggdrasil. Yggdrasil. I think that's how you pronounce it. I could ask someone from Sweden, Norway, Iceland, Denmark if they know, but eh. Okay, it grows in the Forest of Spirits. Yeah, was there a young girl lost in this valley? Okay. Okay. And now Claus makes the pact. His name is Claus. And the pact is made. And now Claus is finally useful. Claus can now summon Sylph. Oh, and you are gonna see a lot of this in the near future. And we get the Elemental Orb, which... and Claus gains the title of Tamer for getting his first spirit. Now I'm gonna try to get into a fight with something. Just so you can see how awesome Claus actually is. Because so far he's been pretty lackluster. He hasn't done anything. Come on, there should be at least one enemy here. Come on. Come on. Hurry up. Are there no enemies here anymore? That's impossible. Okay, well I'll just go out to the map and do it. After we have of course talked to Bart. Yeah, we did it. Yeah, it's back to normal. No sign of your daughter, yep. I mean, we looked everywhere. No girl, no body. I mean, unless she became one of those ghasts, which... well, then she's really dead. Yeah, but... nothing. Yep. Right, and we're not going to look for the girl at all? Right, okay. But first, it's about the end of the episode. What I want to do is get into one random battle on the world map. Come on. It's got to happen eventually. Here we go. And I'm not going to do anything. This is what's going to happen instead. Sylph just does repetitive damage of roughly very high amounts. Sylph. And Claus will use a lot of TP, but he casts powerful spells. And the thing is, I've got the Mystic Symbol on him, which cuts his cast time in half. Which makes him really, really powerful. If not a bit TP hungry. Anyway, my name's been Akinov. I hope you've had a good time, and good night, or something like that anyway. Next time, we're going back to the forest to talk to that big tree that was dead in the future. See you then! I mean, good night, or something like that anyway.